Hey guys, this is Gurpreet. Welcome to another video. This video is on the new modern Intune management portal. As you know, Intune has been moved to a different link altogether. That's a dedicated link for all device management stuff. So the link is now called devicemanagement.microsoft.com. So basically what happens is you don't have to go to portal.azure.com and then you have a long list you find Intune and then you work on it. Since there are different set of people, different set of teams assigned different tasks. So what they have done is they have given you a dedicated portal. So I've been getting a lot of requests to make a video on the new portal because there has been a lot of confusion and changes that things have been moved to different places altogether. So let's see. And I'm also new to this as well. I've been making videos on this, but then I see a lot of options have been moved here and there. And also there are new options which have been introduced are in preview mode. And yeah, so we'll just check this together. I'll try to make this video as short as possible, but this can be lengthy because there are a lot of things to cover. So we don't go all the way to deepest of the settings, but then we'll check. And as I mentioned, there'll be some things which is new for me as well. So as I mentioned, there will be something which is new for me as well. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first of all, you see this page on the top, you see Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center, which is basically there. So this is the home page, how it looks like. And I'm going to go to the first option, devices. So here in devices, now we have a lot more options here. Now we can see the overview for all devices. We can monitor the devices from here. We can sort them using the platform, which is Windows, iOS, Mac, and Android. Then we have option to enroll devices. So you see the device enrollment tab is now moved. The entire tab is now moved here. So if you click on that, you get all the enrollment options which were there in the enrollment thing. So we have this in the previous video, so I'm not going to go deep in this. All the enrollment options have been moved here. If you talk about the policies, so we have the compliance policy, conditional access is here, configuration profiles, scripts, and everything. So it's pretty neat, I would say, to make things available here. Now, if you go to compliance, you open a whole new page altogether. Then we have options to create compliance, to see notifications and compliance policy settings location. And in the previous video, we talked about the compliance policy, how to create for Android and iOS. Go check out that video as well. It's very informative. So going back, we have the conditional access. This is one good topic, and I want to take a time to create a topic for you guys, which is more in depth because this is one thing which is a gem of Intune, and I would say this is a very useful topic. There'll be a whole new video dedicated on this conditional access policies topic, and I will try to make it as soon as possible. So here basically we have all the options. If I rather not click on new, let me see if I have a test word. Yeah, I do have one here. Yeah, so there are things which you can assign, and on what you can assign is like the Azure services and things like that. We have all the cloud apps and we can exclude and include. So there will be a lot of options. And here the conditions, what are the conditions we can set? So we can access other, or we can take off the control from a user. Okay, so we'll make a new topic on this, new video on this. I'm going to go back. So here are the configuration policies. So in the configuration policies, we have platforms and iOS, iPad, and everything. So let's just click on. So we have all the options available here one by one, like restrictions, features, and everything. And once we create, we have, okay, all the options are here. I think it's pretty neat. It's yeah, I think it's pretty neat, and everything is laid out perfectly, and it looks good. I think they have took some inspiration from some other MDM stuff. Just joking. All right, so here we have scripts, which are the PowerShell scripts which we can add. This is for Mac OS and Windows 10. And you can see we have the scripts which we can upload, and it can run on logged on credentials, it can run on host and on signature scripts and things like that. So we can just add a script here, and it can just put details here. Cool stuff. We have Windows update rings, Windows feature updates. We can send that. Let me just go and quickly click. We can create profiles for, let's quick and just select a name there. Okay, so we can set how and when actually the update can go, semi-annual channel, product updates, Windows drivers and allow and things like that. Pretty cool feature. So Intune is kind of moving towards having the Windows 10 as a mobility Windows, and giving a lot of options there. It was there, but then improving as well. Okay, and I'm going to go back on home. Oh, not all the way back. So feature updates, click on that and you'll see another. So we have options here. Oh, that's cool that we can do it for either 1803, 1809, and 1903, 1909. That's cool. I think they'll be adding more of these here. So let's click on the 1903, which I have. That's good. And we can have selected groups here. And that's cool. We can have different OS version updates for different OS. Update policy for iOS and iPad. That's cool that we can send updates for iOS and iPads. And update policy will enforce, select the latest version to install, and schedule type. That's good that we can update all the enrolled devices in one go, I guess. It's kind of improving. All right, we can push it updates. So we have the latest one, 13.4.1. Okay. Then we have the enrollment restrictions. We made a video on this as well. So they will give you a lot of options how we can restrict enrollment either with number of users or with iOS or with Android or with other things which are including. So go check out that video as well. Um, eSIM cellular profiles we don't really use. I'm not sure if any organization is still using it, but this is to control your subscription of your internet. If the organization given you a data card or a SIM for your laptop. All right, a lot of options here. So that was device. Then we go to apps, and in the apps we have now everything related to applications mentioned here. We have the protection policy, the configuration policy, and the policy for Office apps is something very interesting. You don't have to specifically add an application for Office and push them like that. We have options like we don't have any at the moment. So I'm going to go and click create, and this policy configuration applies to user. This policy configuration applies to you that access document anonymously using. All right, I think this is the one we should be selecting. So we click on that. So it's creating a policy. I think there are some preset things which are there. That's why it's all right. That's cool. So we click on here is the configure policy option. It can take a while sometimes. Okay, allow co-author to chat within a document. So we can see what options are there. It says not configured. If I click on this, we have an option to enable disable. So what that does is this policy setting controls whether the co-author can use the chat functionality within an Office application to collaborate with each other when editing a document. This is pretty cool stuff. allow the use of additional optional connected experiences in Office. This policy allows you to control whether additional optional connected experiences are available to users when they're using Office. Additional optional experiences are offered by Microsoft directly to users are governed by Teams. LinkedIn feature to resume assistant of Word 3D map in Excel. I have to give it a read. Public live presentations. This policy controls ability for users in the tenant to start public live presentation in PowerPoint for web. Public live presentation can be joined by anyone who has short URL or QR code associated with live presentation. So you can do live presentations. All right, let's go to the other tab, which is Endpoint Security. Here we have options for securing our devices. We have different options available here. This is not just for, as I mentioned, iOS or Android. We have a comprehensive thing for Windows now. So we have security baselines, antivirus, which is in preview mode, disk encryption, this is for BitLocker, Windows firewall protection, and detection and response. This is still in preview, but this is going to be a very good thing. What happens if something is there in the Windows, some virus is there. So say Windows 10 and later, select a profile. So we see endpoint detection and response. So let me just go ahead and create one and see what options are we are getting here. All right, so it says endpoint detection and response. Microsoft Defender ADP client configuration package type. So we have to either select onboarding blob, and then we can select the onboarding file that we have to upload. Simple sharing for files, and we can do yes or expedite telemetry reporting frequency. Well, the frequency set is, I think, 24 hours, but then we can set the expedition as for this as well. So not going to save that. So we have device compliance here. Okay, I was trying to find the device compliance. So the compliance policies are here. We have a different, actually two videos for this. So that's fine. Go to, I think there's a reports and the things are actually related to the enrolled devices. And then we have user groups. This will be the Azure AD page, I guess. Yes, it is. And we go to groups. We have these groups and tenant will show all the information. That's pretty personal. So, so I guess that's it. So this is the new home page and it has a lot of things incorporated here. I would say the new thing is endpoint security. We can go depth one by one. If you can send me a request on what you want, I can quickly go ahead. So things are placed pretty well here, and I would say this is one of the best looking Intune page so far. Looks good. So thank you for your time, guys. Have a nice day ahead. Do subscribe to my channel. We have different videos on different topic. I'm trying to make at least one video a week. And stay connected and stay safe and stay home. Thanks.